Philadelphia police posted several new videos on their YouTube channel in connection with that terrifying abduction that was caught on camera that you just saw. Now, the videos are going to help piece together really a chilling timeline at the end of the day here. Take a look. This is the first video that they posted. It shows the moment 22-year-old Carlesha Freeland-Gaither was forced into a car by a man. It is frightening, isn't it, to see her struggling to get away. This was Sunday night in the Germantown section of Philly. Witnesses say the man was wearing a dark hoodie, dark shirt under it, and dark pants. I want to show you the second video now. Here he is. Police posted this clear picture of their person of interest. This was Monday at 6 a.m. at a convenience store in Aberdeen, Maryland, about 70 miles from Germantown. And you can see this guy wearing similar clothing. These pictures, then, are time-stamped on Tuesday at 6 a.m. A man is caught by ATM surveillance using Carlesha's ATM card. It looks like the same guy, does it not? Now, these are good leads. We just got more video. We're going to show you that in a minute, but let's talk to CNN's HL and legal analyst Joey Jackson, as well as criminal defense attorney Eric Guster. Gentlemen, thank you both so much. When you see, Joey, video like this, you would think it wouldn't be long before somebody would come forward, would you not?
Emboldens the police to get to the bottom of it. And you know what? In missing people cases and in abduction cases, oftentimes you don't have the benefit of this. So now that you have video, the initial one that we saw yesterday, you have the additional video, you have the items that were found at the scene, of course, her cell phone and the knife that was found there for dusting of prints and DNA. And so you'd think that justice is just around the corner. Thank goodness for this. And remember also, Christy, there'll be tips that are pouring in regularly. So hopefully those tips will aid law enforcement and the community in bringing this person to justice and Carlesha home where she belongs. All right, Eric, we're going to get you in a minute, but I do want to get to Jean Casares, who is with us there from Pennsylvania. Jean, what have you learned? What's the latest?
Well, we're right here at the crime scene, right here in Germantown where it all happened. And some things that I want to clarify because I just spoke with the police chief. It was Sunday night at about 9:40 p.m. when you see it all on tape. This kidnapping plays out on tape. It was the next morning, Monday morning, at about 6 a.m. that ATM and Carlesha's card was used. And we were able to find out that a nominal sum of money was taken, possibly not a lot of money, a smaller amount of money, which is interesting. And then the fact is, they don't believe there was a knife necessarily, because although witnesses thought they saw a knife, law enforcement says they can't find a knife in that surveillance video. They don't see it.
Okay, but she's clearly struggling. I mean, they don't believe that she knows this person, do they?
They won't respond one way or the other. They just won't say. My question was, you've heard some audio, officer, on video surveillance. They haven't released audio. But I said, do you hear her screaming out his name? Because if you know him, you're going to scream out his name, right? Mm-hmm. They said no. She does not use a name as she is screaming for help.
So what are they doing right now, Jean, to try to find this guy?
They want tips. They want information. They want anyone to call the tip line. They are taking every single tip as serious. They say, even if it's the smallest thing, we want to hear about it. And they really have some excellent shots of the description of what this person looks like.
Sure.
And so they just are calling out all over the country to have anyone call in. And, you know, my question to them, do you believe that it's Pennsylvania? Do you believe it's Maryland? Or could it be anywhere? Because that ATM transaction was close to an interstate, 95. Mm-hmm. He said, we're not counting out anything at this point.
All right. We're going to keep playing this video, so hopefully somebody can look at this guy, recognize him, and call into police. But, Eric, one thing that's interesting is that there's $42,000 in reward money at stake here. When you've got that much money being offered, is it likely somebody who might know this guy might say, hey, I value the money more than I value him. Let me call in and tell you who he is?
Absolutely. When you have something like this, when there is a tragedy, such as an abduction or a kidnapping, people really want to help, and the money is definitely an incentive for them to help. We had a very similar case in Birmingham 2 weeks ago where some young ladies were assaulted, and the calls poured in. I got calls from people who wanted to help. So I don't doubt for 1 second that they will get help and they will be able to identify this guy within 24, 48 hours at the most.
Okay, again, take a look at your screen, whatever you're doing. We know sometimes you just listen, but if you will just do us a favor here and look at your screen of this video of this gentleman in a, this is the newest video from a grocery store. We just want to know if you have any information that you think might lead police to who this person is, please, please call authorities and let them know, because the point of this is they still do not know where Carlesha is, and we want her home safe and sound more than anything.